Alright, well, I'm back. It's been a while since I have played this game, and well, there are a couple of things that I want to show, and well, there are a couple of things that I want to play while I wait for other games to come out, and well, I have decided to take a bit of a closer look at one of the most overpowered characters in the game that has been newly released. It's the S-Class Alpha, I guess, version or S variant of Lucia. And this particular character is a pure DPS, pure physical DPS monster in this case. And her storyline is also really nice. We'll upload it somewhere in this week. So she's purely a DPS class. These are the recommended lineups for this particular character. And from a DPS perspective, I guess, well, she has that DPS spike and burst on max, so you can definitely take advantage of that. And also, I do have her gear maxed out, pretty much the best recommended gear for this character. And we'll be playing the challenge content, the challenging stuff, and well, of course, these are the recommended gear and I guess consciousnesses or ghosts, whatever you wanna call them, with the weapon. I personally use the first one. I don't have the main weapon, but I have something that's probably there, still works. The weapon is the only thing that I'm missing, but the current weapon that I'm using is pretty much alright. And for Pain Cage and for the Abyss in this game, well, this is the recommended setup. But in my personal view and from my personal experience, the first lineup works for both, kind of. I personally never run into any problems besides the HP of this character. And well, when we speak about the HP, let me just quickly level her up to the max, since, well, it was blinking. Alright, let me level her up real quick. One skill is okay, nice. Well, health and damage and defense and crit you can see on the right side. Really nice numbers. They can definitely improve until 80. They can double. She is a well, this is her rank. Not maxed out yet, soon to be maxed out when I hit level 80. Her rank is S, well, base S, still didn't get enough fragments. And about the combos and skills. Well, first the red color or the red orb pretty much will attack 22.79, 45.40, 59, 68.38 and 68.38 bonus damage for additional 3 hits. The orange one, which I like the most, deals a lot of damage, as you can see by the numbers down there. Is not her main attack, and you will see how it works. And the blue one, which is her recommended, I guess, main attack, even though I prefer to use the red ball combo, since it does have a good area damage. This one gives decent buffs, as you can see. These buffs can definitely help. I do use this a lot to spawn her, I guess, blade attack, which you will see. Her blade attack is really overpowered, and it turns the orbs into special orbs, which deal a lot of damage when they hit. And these are her skills. The first one is the main attack. It's a 5 sequence basic attack, and you can see the bonuses according to the strikes. Now the second one gives buffs 2 times 370.59. Could be 2370, I'm not quite sure. And this is also a buff that you get when you pop the balls, and 529 for 0.41 physical damage, and the passive is 17.65% damage per skill increasement. Well, those symbols definitely messed up my brain now. Yeah, no, fuck that. I still need to research those symbols really carefully to give proper data. Definitely a fun little character to use. Of course, you unlock more of these skills, more of these effects as you progress and as you rank up the character. They definitely do give some pretty decent bonuses, even though they're not necessary. This game is pretty free-to-play friendly, we can see her main combo here, which I will be playing in a moment. Now, this little combo does give you a decent buff, but somehow I feel like it's not quite exponential as combining the red and yellow one. It definitely will work if you combine blue, red and yellow, if by any chance you get to that point. Now, this is how she will perform, this is how she will look, and of course you need to combine and get the 3 blue ones in order to trigger it, and after you trigger it you should definitely unleash the full DPS. Now these are the special combo orbs. As you can see, they definitely do lots of damage. She has high critical rate, pretty much every second hit is a critical hit. If lucky, you can actually chain the critical hits without any problems. Her ultimate, if I can call it ultimate, it's the bluish thing that's flickering there. And her ultimate is one of the most broken ultimates currently there is in the game. They can pretty much take out a full 5 HP boss in one strike, and her final exploding strike deals so much damage that it's really beneficial when you're playing the challenging content, since it is kinda required for you to use her to the fullest. You can use special lineups that, all of the lineups that I'm using is also kinda nice, since her ultimate is kinda focused on a small area, so you definitely want that ultimate, you want all the enemies at a particular spot to be pretty much grouped. And Kalenina's Kuti, you can actually combine them, so you can pretty much use another character, use 3 yellow orbs to trigger the Kalenina's Kuti, and then pretty much when you do that, you pretty much switch to this character, pop her ultimate, and she will do some really nasty damage. And pretty much that's how you can chain wave after wave after wave. Pretty much you will do most damage that way. Alright, well, enough of me being annoying and talking. Time for some action over here. And well, first off, just to show how she can clear the classic stages with ease, like without any problems whatsoever. She doesn't struggle with them at all, and actually, I think I could be even more lethal if I had her main weapon. So I did my best to get the best possible game from this character. And well, my personal tactics, how I play this character, is I like the red orb. The red orb on this character is really flash, really effective also. And this was kinda easy. This was actually really easy. There will be more examples of this in the future. But personally, from using her since her release, she is kinda most effective with her red attack and yellow attack. Mostly red attack when you have a group of enemies. Of course, if you chain the attacks, if you chain the orbs, you will do most amount of damage that you can probably do with this character. Especially if you have this build I have. Of course, you can chain other builds. This game isn't pretty much. It's pretty open with the builds. You can pretty much put any possible ghost or consciousness, and it will work. Besides elemental ones, since you have to balance them, you cannot use elemental ghosts on physical, on physical structures. In my case, this one is pure physical. The ghosts are pure physical. And I know that kind of sounded contradictory. How can a ghost be physical? I was talking about the attacks and about the buffs. There aren't many elemental constructs in this game. Most of them are pure physical. this one being the top of the chain at the moment. We will see what will happen in the future. And it's easy to trigger her special orbs, and as you can see, once you trigger those special orbs, she just annihilates everything in her path. A really powerful, really destructive character, I must say. Definitely, and she's, keep in mind, I'm not even maxed level, like, I'm still far away from level 80, and at this level I'm at, she is dealing so much damage that I can only imagine what she will be able to do when I'm level 80, and I'm on the way to level 80. Like, I do play this game while I wait for Eve Echoes, and while I wait for other games. I do play this game. Definitely off topic. I can't wait for Eve Echoes. Holy shit, I can't wait for that game. When that game drops, I think I'm gonna switch to that game really quickly. We will see. Can't wait to play that game, to be honest. And well, while I was talking about Eve Echoes, she cleared the stage so fast it wasn't even funny. Alright, well, really effective character for everything. Definitely this particular lineup that I'm using the Sleeve for health mostly, and Kalenina to pretty much pile the enemies in one spot, so that I can use this character's full potential, since she's pretty much mostly a single enemy combatant, or if you wanna call it in other terms, her effects, her area damage is pretty on a limited area, is pretty much limited to a limited area, and in order to maximize it you will have to group them on one spot. So it's not a totally ridiculously broken, overpowered character. You definitely have to be a bit more tactical in this game to succeed. And in this game I will say this does require practice in order to achieve a perfect synchronization between the structures. Unlike in other games like Honkai, where you pretty much spam click one button and await for the fucking Valkyrie to do the job, in here you actually have to play, and you have to be thinking in order to achieve the task as best as possible. Even, for example, this character is still broken, is really broken. Like, I will say that, like, she is overpowered. She's not totally overpowered, but she is overpowered. And even with her overpoweredness, I still need to practice with her a lot in order to achieve the perfect combos and perfect scores, which are possible. And, well, her co-op performance. Now, I will say this, co-op in this game, not working the best, definitely not the best co-op that there is, mostly because there is a input delay, or should I say the latency is through the roof. The ping lag and, well, the ping and the package data loss. Alright, well, sorry for the weird delay. I had some stuff to do, and well, now I'm back, and we are in the co-op segment of the game. Now this character, I would probably get a lot better gameplay than I did get at this current, than this, but like I mentioned, there is a serious server delay, and there is a serious package loss, so all of my input commands get delayed a couple seconds. So that's the reason for the clunkiness. I don't know if that's due to the game, could be the game, or could be the overall, could be my internet, since the server is located in China, and I'm like 12,000 kilometers away from China, so I'm kinda not surprised for the lag. But alright, I guess it can work. We will see what will the future bring for this game. But in the perfect scenario, this character would be extremely effective in co-op, and she is, like I said, the top damage dealer that you can find, the current best damage dealer in this game that you can find. And well, that would be it for the co-op segment. Now I got MVP, I'm not surprised, definitely not surprised. Now the pain cage. Well, the pain cage is what they call the memorial arena in this game, And well, we're about to fight one of the bosses. I have 3 attempts. We'll use all 3 attempts on the boss. Now, like I said, this particular character is extremely effective at single enemies, so she will be very effective against bosses like this dude over here, and well, overall for fucking bosses like this game has to offer. She will be very effective against them due to her high physical single damage DPS, and of course due to the fact that she can deliver so much burst damage in such a short amount of time. And well, this is the first difficulty. On to the next difficulty, and pretty much as the difficulty increases, the only difference is the time that you need to clear the boss, but besides that everything is still the same. And by the way, this game does look really good. This game, in its current genre, the ARPG genre on mobile, has the best graphics in that genre, and definitely a lot higher graphics than in Honkai, and definitely works in 60 frames per second constantly. It works 60 frames per second constantly, unlike Honkai, which barely works 60 on well, Honkai is a dumpster fire in general, and that game, I think Honkai Impact 3 is fucked. That game, if they don't pull their heads out of their assholes, Honkai will die because of the incompetent developers and because of the fanboys that pretty much ruin the game. But nevertheless, let's see. All right, well, that was a quick fight. Am I happy with the score? I could do it better, but it's alright. And well, for the finale for this particular boss, we will see what will happen. Now, of course, the difficulty as it gets increased, pretty much the only difference is the time that you need. And alright, well, let's see. Alright, well, let's go head on this boss. This boss also has some really nasty attacks that you need to memorize. You cannot just mash the buttons and expect to do damage. Here you actually need to plan your attacks, and pretty much you need to learn how to dodge. Imagine it like a Dark Souls game. That's pretty much how I feel like the boss battles are. It feels like Dark Souls in a way. One wrong evasion and you can be dead. So, and when we are on the theme of health, this character doesn't have much health. She is really fragile, and you really need to be skilled and really need to practice with her a lot if you want to do good with this particular character, since 6000 HP and some of her effects and some of her bonuses actually increase the damage that she is taking. So you need to be careful around, you need to pretty much dodge on time if you want to stay alive with this character. Alright, well, this was the pain cage, and now on to the so-called memorial arena in this game, even though it's not a memorial arena, but alright, will work. And well, this map looks nice, and let's unlock it, and let's see how she will perform. Now this is my current lineup. As usual, she will be the main DPS here, and usually I main the Limei, the Lives. Usually she's my primary, but she is a support and this is the DPS, and gotta support the DPS, and that's why I did put her on the secondary place, the blue place, while Kalenina is on the yellow place. That's pretty much my way of playing this character, and it works pretty well. Alright, well, this boss is going down really fast, and by the way, I apologize in front of if you see me getting, like, if you see loadings and stuff like that, and that's just because of the internet, the sheer distance between the server and where I am. That's pretty much the only thing that... Oh, that was actually really nice. One ultimate and she cleared an entire wave. That's what I've been talking about when I said that you really need to focus your damage on a short area if you want to maximize your damage output. And well, let's see if I will manage to do that again. This is the second stage, and the third stage is the final stage where you will fight unlimited waves. and pretty much it's how many enemies can you kill before the timer runs out, and it's a good way of making a challenge content. Now here, these stages have bleed. You will lose your HP rather quickly here, so having a healer is definitely a good idea. And usually I clear these stages with Liv, since she is immortal here. I say immortal, she can regenerate her HP really quickly, and she's not immune to bleed, but definitely takes a lot more for her to lose her HP than compared to, for example, compared to the alpha. Since it's alpha, she's like I said, fragile, and you gotta be careful. As you can see, my HP is falling down quickly, already under 50% there. And alright, well, those enemies got destroyed, and nice. Her ultimate is just powerful, and as you can see, if you pop it off in the right moment, on the right spot, she can take out an entire wave just with ultimate, and that's really useful, and that's something to take note of, since that's one way to be successful in this game. And well, if you're already catching the ranks in this game, you pretty much want to maximize her effectiveness and pretty much master her skill. Alright, well, we have the last stage over here. That's the unlimited enemy stage, or unlimited wave stage. And my personal record is 13 or 14 waves. I kinda forgot, didn't record it, was when I started the game out. But I still have to get lots of new equipment here. And well, this character is just a stepping stone from all the equipments and gears that I have. Now here is something that you don't want to do, and that I just did. You don't want your enemies to scatter everywhere, since it will take a lot more time in order to kill them all. You want the enemies to be clustered at a certain position, like clumped on top of each other. That way you can pretty much hit them all at once and maximize the damage. Now here I am preparing the 3 yellows, and I want to switch, and this is one of the ways how you can do it. You pile them up, you switch back with alpha, and her switch skill will actually do pretty much a lot of damage. And this is also really nice, nice timing, should I say. Almost cleared them out in one strike. That's also one way how you want to do it. And here now I'm pretty much kinda running out of time, and I'm kinda running out of the balls down there. And alright, well, they're clumped, but I kinda missed the opportunity to switch to alpha. I was kinda too fast and impatient, and that will cost some precious time. So as you can see, you definitely want to time your attacks, and you definitely have to be more careful, and you need to be more, I guess, patient in this game. And I have her special attack. There we go. Her special attack is really broken, really overpowered. Ouch, that's my mistake there. Forgot to dodge, and well, pretty much I'm out of time here. But I have the ultimate ready, and let's see how many can I clear. Alright, well, 2 survived. My fault for not clumping them together on time. But alright, well, it's alright. It's a decent score. I could have done better. I will replay a couple times just to see if I can get a better score here. But in practice, this is how she plays. A really broken character. If you master this character, then you will pretty much have no problems in this game whatsoever. We will see what other characters they will introduce into this game. So far, I like the skill-based aspect of the game. You actually really need to practice if you wanna succeed in this game. It's not like in Honkai where you just mash a button and be a whale and you succeed. Here, everything is pretty much like everything besides the characters and weapons you can get for free. Even the weapons you can get for free. And pretty much the combat system revolves around tactics, which I like a lot. And yeah, this game is probably the Honkai of 2020 and up, since Honkai is kicking the bucket. When I say kicking the bucket, Honkai is pretty much, in my eyes, going downhill faster than Sisyph's Rock, and I don't know. And again, I'm making the same mistake of making the enemies BR far away from Lucia. Have to clump them together, and I think I did, and nice. Always focus your ultimate on the main boss, since the main boss is pretty much the thickest enemy that there is. And nice, have her special attack, special orbs are there, and I cut them all to pieces with ease. Now, right, you wanna be careful around that clawing machine or clawing robot. I kinda forgot what they're called. They can, if they catch you, they can rip your HP in seconds. Literally, they can do like tens of thousands of damage in seconds. So be sure to dodge their attacks. The small ones aren't so difficult. The big one is, and you gotta be careful around them. They can take you out really quickly. All right, my dodging went. Oh, nice. Okay. I did manage to nail the ultimate. And his shield is out, and now I can pretty much cut him to pieces. Now his shield is back up, so that means damage reduction and stuff like that. And nice, I got the special attack going, and as you can see, so much damage from the special attack, and I missed the evasion there. I paid the price with my HP. Thankfully, I have switched the character on time before she died, and well, looks like I will run out of time here again, but it was a good run, I'll say that. And here you can see one of the rare bugs in this game. Yikes, that's fucking creepy as shit. Imagine that flying in your room. Yeah, not a pleasant view, definitely. Alright, well, let me switch back to Alpha as primary. Well, she is also called Alpha, so she is pretty much meant to be in the primary slot. Anyways, so yeah. Alright, well, 2 minutes going, and let's see if I will mess up things again. Alright, well, so far everything going smoothly, as expected. All of them are clumped together, that means they can maximize my damage output. Alright, now they're starting to kinda go away. It's okay, I have them clumped into one position. Alright, the boss is going down. I'll have these balls, alright, good. I can time them on time, and nice, we have the special attack. Look how many special attacks. This is just, if you have like 10 of these, you pretty much are dominating the stage. And that was a nice ultimate, as you can see, even nailed it right good. Alright, making the mistake of separating them again. Alright, but I'll manage. Okay, now that claw enemy is still there. Running out of evasion attempts, have to wait for the stamina to go up. Alright, he has some major HP there, but nothing the special attack can fix. Alright, nice. Special attack ready again, okay. Ultimate ready again, I'll say that for the next wave. Alright, well, we have one more left. Two more left, actually. Well, now it's one more left. Alright, now it's null, and just in time for the ultimate. Alright, nice. And that's nice timing. We'll probably have to switch characters since she is... Oh, well, actually, no, I don't have to. Alright, good. HP is back in action. Okay, nice. 16 seconds left, I have one enemy left. Let's see if I can manage to kill him before the timer runs out. But anyway, this is my best run so far in this particular round. And unfortunately I will not have enough time to finish him off. Oh well, it was nice. Definitely a good run. Alright, well, I think this was it for Alpha, the new S rank Lucia structure, I guess. Definitely a really strong character. Requires a lot of practice to master, and definitely she is definitely rewarding when you actually master her and when you have a decent build for her. Well, with that being said, hopefully you enjoyed, and with that being said, I will see you in the next one. Take care.